Hello friends. So today we will learn how to write a program to find sum of first n natural numbers. Program find sum of first n natural numbers. So last time we studied how to write program to count digits in a number. Currently we are focusing on mathematical programs. So this is our second program. Before that we had already discussed two programs. One was with order of count approach and another one was order of one approach. Order of one approach meaning where your output does not depend on the input size. So whatever your input is, the size will be constant. The time complexity will be constant. The time complexity does not depend on the input size. So now we are going to discuss how to write a program to find sum of first n natural numbers. So suppose our input is 5. So what will our output be? So our input is 5. We have to find sum of first 5 natural numbers, which will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So what is the sum? This is 15. Similarly, if our input is 2, so what will our output be? It means we have to find sum of first 2 natural numbers. 1 plus 2, which is 3. So how will we write a program for same? So for this we have to use a for loop. So suppose we take a variable sum and first we initialize it to the value 0. And then in our for loop will iterate from 1 because our first natural number is 1. If you see, this is actually a arithmetic progression series. So we will discuss about it later. Let's focus on first n natural numbers right now. So we know our first natural number is 1. So our loop will always start from 1 and it will go till n. N is the value, n is our input. So it will go till, if you see the second case, it will go till 2. In the first case, it will go till 5. And every time it is incremented by 1. So it starts from 1, then 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 is 2 less than equal to 2. That is true. But so basically initially our value is 1. So first our I is 1. Then when our I is 1, what we are doing inside the loop is we are adding the ith value to our sum variable. So if let's do the first scenario. So my I is 1 and my sum is 0 that I have initialized earlier. Now when I iterate through this loop, first time my I value is 1. So is my I less than n? N is our 5 in this case. So that's true. My I 1 is less than 5. 1 is less than or equal to 5. So my sum will become sum plus I. So my sum value was 0. Now I value is 1. So 0 plus 1 equal to 1. So my sum value will become 1. And then my I will get incremented. That is, my I will become 2. Now my I value is 2. Is 2 less than 5? That is true. Then my sum will, I is 2, sum is 1, n is 5. So since my I is less than n, so my sum will become, it was earlier 1, now plus I, which is 2, now it will become 3. So if we see now, this is done. Now my I will be incremented and it will be 3. So if we see the second scenario, in the second scenario, my I value has, if I take my n as 2, now my I value has become greater than 2. So here in the second scenario, where my input was 2, where my n value was 2, this loop will break. Like I will come out of this loop because the condition is set to false. My I value, which is 3, is no more greater than n value, no more less than n value, and n value is 2. So after coming out of the loop, I am going to print my sum. So here the sum will be printed as 3. 1 plus 2, 3. But since right now we are following the first scenario, so my I is 3, sum is 3, as you have seen in the second step, sum has become 3, and my n is 5. So again, I is less than n, 3 is less than 5. So my sum will become, earlier what was my sum? 3 plus I value is 3. So 3 plus 3, 6. Now my I will get incremented and it will become 4. Sum is 6 now and n is 5. So again my I is less than n. My I is 4, n is 5. So 4 is less than 5. So again we will come inside the loop and sum value earlier, sum is 6 and my I value is 4. So 6 plus 4, 10. My sum value becomes 10. And I will get incremented. I becomes 5. Sum is 10 and n is 5. So as you see, I have the condition is I is less than equal to n. So even if I is equal to n, then also it will go inside the loop. So I is 5 and n is also 5. So again it will come inside the loop. So sum value will become 10 plus I, which is 5. 10 plus 5, 15. Now my I will become 6. And here the condition will break. So this will go to the end statement after the loop. It will not go inside the loop, it will go outside the loop. And outside the loop, it says print the sum value. So our sum value will be printed, which is 15. So this is how this logic is going to work, program to find sum of first n natural numbers. So any value of n, by using this logic, you will run a loop from I equal to 1 to in, and it will get incremented by 1 every time, and initially you will take the sum value as 0, and every time you will keep adding the ith value till the condition break. If you do not understand anything here, feel free to ask me anything in the comments and I will make sure to clear your doubts. So let's write a program now. So I'm creating my class. So let's give the name as sum of first n natural numbers. And I will select the public starting void main so that it is already there and I don't have to rewrite it. I will delete this comment and I will add comment here. So this is the program to find sum of first n natural numbers. So let's take the nth value from the user. So how do we take the input from the user? We use scanner class in Java. So I have created object of the scanner class. Let me import this. It is in the java.util package. So let me ask the user to enter the value of n. And I will save the value of n in a variable called n itself. So I will use next int because the value that I am asking for should be an integer and I am saving it in an integer variable which is n. Now I will add my for loop which will start from the first natural number which is 1 and it will go till n equal to n I plus plus. Let me specify the type of my ith variable as well which is int. And now before the loop I will take a variable called sum and initialize it with the value 0 and inside the loop I will add the value of I in my sum, and after coming out of the loop I will just print the value of my sum. Let's save this and run this program. So value of n I will take as 2. So you know the output should be 1 plus 2 equal to 3. So this is correct. Let's run it again. And this time I will take the value of n as 5 and output should be 15. Let's take any other value. Let's take the value of n as 3 which will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 which is 6. Let's take the value as 1. So it should be 1. So as you can see it is working correctly in every case. And what will be the time complexity of this program? So as you can see this program depends on the input. So if our value of n is 2, then the loop will run 2 times. If the value of n is 10, then the loop will run 10 times. So the time complexity of this program is order of n. So the loop will run the number of times equal to n. So I hope you found this video useful. If you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.